Hey everyone, my name is Myiesha and I'm a beauty director here at Sephora. And today's video is how to choose a fragrance. And we're gonna add in a little Mother's Day twist. You're either purchasing for yourself or someone else, someone special in your life. So this will give you some advice on how to choose a fragrance based off of their preferences. So we have 4 fragrance families within Sephora. So the first one is Fresh. I feel like everybody knows about that one. Next we have Floral. Then we have Earthy and Woody is one category, as well as Warm and Spicy is another category. So our first category is Fresh, and Fresh is exactly what it sounds like. It's usually for someone that says that maybe they don't like perfume, maybe they just haven't found the right one, I think. Something that kind of smells like skin or smells like air or water. Those kind of fit into the Fresh category, as well as citrusy scents. So this is from Maison Margiela, and this is the Replica Beach Walk. I talk about Replica a lot because it's one of my favorite sort of categories. I love the way they do fragrance, and it's all about replicating a memory, whether you're familiar with that memory or not. I feel like most of us have walked on a beach and kind of experienced that clean air, clean water, and it just kind of has a vibe to it. So this has heliotrope, bergamot, coconut milk, lemon, really fresh, really beautiful. And this is really nice on days when maybe I don't really feel like wearing a fragrance and I just want something that's light and kind of feels like skin. So if someone, maybe they have that outdoorsy sort of feel to them, this would be a really great choice for them. So our next category is Floral. I feel like if someone is into fresh, they kind of like mature into the floral category. I definitely have. I swear a lot of citrusy things when I was growing up, and now I'm all about rose and sort of those like stronger romantic scents. So this is from Nest Fragrances, and this is a wild poppy. If you're familiar with Nest at all, you know they always do this really beautiful sort of paintings that are inspired by 18th century floral paintings, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I have quite a few of these because they kind of double as decor for me. And with the wild poppy one, so beautiful. I believe poppies don't actually have a scent, but so many people that make fragrances are so inspired by how beautiful the flower is, they sort of like make up their own story as to what they think poppies would sort of have the vibe for. So this one has raspberry, apricot, I believe, rose, Himalayan jasmine, and really, really nice. So I feel like this would be great for someone who has more traditional taste. I feel like around Mother's Day, you start telling old family stories and you start thinking about things. So I feel like this is amazing for someone who has that sort of traditional sense, but also just loves beautiful things. And if you're someone who's not sort of like directed into the floral category, I feel like this one's great because you smell a lot of the fruit. The floral kind of jumps out more as like the middle or base note, I find. But I definitely smell that raspberry. It's really, really nice. It kind of smells like a classy fruit punch with a bouquet kind of sitting next to it. It's very, very robust, yet it's not overwhelming. So our next fragrance category is Earthy and Woody. I really love this category because I love the way wood smells, like cedar wood, sandalwood, things like that. If you are someone that finds themselves sort of gravitating towards men's fragrances, or you like things that are gender neutral, this might be a really great category for you. This is Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, and it has one note, Cetilox, and that's synthetic ambergris. It has this sort of like earthy and woody sort of scent to it. So I would say if someone, you know, maybe likes the outdoors, maybe they find themselves kind of like, you know, burning incense, things like that, things that are very sort of close to the earth. I also like things that have sort of things that I cook with. Like I know Victor and Roth has a sage perfume. I love that one too. So if you are more of an earthy person, you like essential oils, or you tend to kind of like go between gender neutral male female fragrances, this would be a really great one for you. I actually really love Assam of India from Berdouis. That's an earthy and woody scent, and it smells just like black tea. My mom used to take me to this little Chinese restaurant where it had tea as a kid, and I always felt so grown up drinking the tea, but I would always put sugar in the tea because I was a kid. So it kind of smells exactly like that. So that definitely takes me back to just having lunch with my mom, feeling super grown up and eating delicious food in downtown LA. So you can use your Sephora app. When I was researching these fragrances, I actually typed in earthy and woody into my app and a bunch of fragrances popped up. So there's different ways you can shop too. So our last category is a warm and spicy. And I feel like warm and spicy can sometimes be a little deceiving because maybe you think things are gonna be like cinnamony, but also warm and spicy sort of encompasses gourmand fragrances, fragrances that sort of smell like desserts, fragrances that sort of smell like aromatics. Maybe they smell, you know, like something you drink, like a cider lavender or something like that. So this is from Penrose. I snatched this right off my vanity this morning because I had to include it. This one is Secret Genius. They have 9 fragrances, I believe, and they're all really easy to mix and match. This one has caramel and vanilla. If you're someone who's like, oh, I usually don't like fragrances that smell like food, this is a really, really good one. I actually fell in love with this fragrance before I really identified the note to it. It smells really nice and sort of creamy, because vanilla tends to smell creamy in fragrances, if that makes any sense, but it's not overpowering. It's meant to be mixed with other things, so because this is super creamy, it might be really nice to mix with something kind of citrusy. So maybe you layer it over a citrusy body lotion. People that are into Sol de Janeiro's Boom Boom Cream, that's a gourmand fragrance as well, so you can kind of like maybe pair it with a body lotion with a fragrance. If you find that maybe your mom used to bake cookies or something and you sort of miss that, this would be a really great sort of throwback to that because it has that desserty feeling to it, but it's not overwhelming. So those are our 4 fragrance families. Hopefully that breaks it down for you. I feel like you'll identify with one or more. So remember, there's floral, there's fresh, warm and spicy, and then earthy and woody. If you still feel like you have a few questions, we have an online quiz. If you go to our website or our app, there's a quiz called the Fragrance Finder, and it just kind of helps you identify what you're into. The questions are very easy, no pressure, or you can even choose a fragrance that's been your favorite for years. Use that on the website and it'll give you suggestions on something else that you can try. If you have any questions, I feel like you are gonna have so many things to tell me in the comment section. Go ahead and drop that below, and be sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. We'll see you next time. Bye.